Hello everyone, and welcome to Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. Now, yes, this is another new series. I'm starting a new one because I finished Ruin. Yes, I'm still working on the other ones, like Help Wanted and Inside of Mind. Inside of Mind is a new like 3 are actually coming soon. I'm recording this at 2 a.m. because I recorded the episode already after doing like a few mic tests, and I went back through. I must have turned my mic down or something, or bumped it, because it was so quiet the whole episode, and I'm so pissed. I still have an amazing screenshot, so I have to play up until that point, which is like an hour and 30 minutes. So I have to replay all that. But a little bit of backstory. This game came out like only like 12 days ago. Right? Or is it the 14th now? 12 days ago, because it is technically the 22nd. And it had been on my wishlist for a decent bit from one of the... I think it was the upcoming Game Fest that happened a while back on Steam. Anyway, but I asked a friend, should I get this game or a game called Stolen Realms, which is like a top-down roguelite kind of game? I think it's roguelite. I don't remember if it's roguelite or not. Oh, but the second I mentioned the full title, the role-playing musical, he went, "Oh, you're getting that role-playing musical. We're going on a musical adventure." So I bought it. I played it with him for like an hour on like stream or something. Didn't get as far as I can get in an hour, cause we went a lot slower and made a lot of jokes and theorized a ton of stuff, which I will be sharing some of those theories in this episode, cause they were wild. Also, before I get too into it, time choices are off, cause the game normally it's a musical, so normally it's time choices, but I'm not doing that cause it'll be miserable. There are some heavy themes in this game. First of all, we got... Later on, we have themes of suicide and PTSD. I will be putting a warning on that episode when we get there. It'll probably be episode 2 or 3, I think. Because each episode's going to be like almost 2 hours each. So, like, it probably won't take more than 4 or 5 episodes. So, I'm assuming like 3, 2, like somewhere in between that range. 2 or 3 or something. We also have death. A character dies at the beginning and the end of the game. We got violence and alcohol use. So, of course, this is the first episode, so there will be death and violence. And let me just say, shit gets wild fast. You think I'm joking? No, it gets wild so damn fast. Like, let's just hop into it so I can stop wasting time. Like, I want to go on a rant about this game. I recommend, if you haven't heard of it, or just the concept of a role-playing musical intrigues you, go play it yourself. Go buy it's $30. It's an indie game. It's cheaper than most official Nintendo games on the Switch. So do it. Support indie game developer. Is it an indie game? Actually, I don't even know if it's an indie game. I'm pretty sure it's an indie game. It was published by Humble Games, and I love the Humble Game games, because they tend to publish good games. And yeah, there's like 4 different OSTs, because again, musical choices. Anyway, let's hop right into it so I can stop blabbering now. Actually, before we hop into it, one last thing. A lot of the game is, actually almost 100% of the game is voice acted, which means there will be times where I get to shut the fuck up, which is so good considering, like, a lot of the times I can't even talk in the first place. So it's good that I'm allowed to be quiet so you all can hear the wonderful voices and music. And then, of course, there's also moments where I can talk, where I will probably be going into a lot. I'll try not to be talking during the musical numbers, but I might from time to time. If I need to say something, like a lot of things, I might just dead-ass pause the game. Anyway, we're hopping into it now. Let's go.
4 hours. 4 hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up. Well, they showed up all right.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
Wait, I'm trying to think. Did I forget anything? The game's more mature. I mentioned the themes. Oh yeah, we play as this character. Her name is Grace. Also, I'm sorry if I mispronounce anything, because a lot of the time it'll give you the pronunciation of something, but not always. Or sometimes, like, they could get the pronunciation wrong. Because there's one thing I know. I think it's Demeter. I think they say Demeter, but I can't remember which way is correct or if both are acceptable.
Hey, we should consider that. We could be the Naked Band. Coming
Naked
soon
Band.
to a really private auditorium near you.
You know, somehow I believe you'd actually do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a hard no. Okay, let's just wrap this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. I'm crashing on his couch until I get a new place.
What? You said it'd be 2 days.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Have you heard yourself snore?
Huh.
Hey, Grace, you okay? I know you've been kind of loose ends since you left college. I was just hoping tonight would cheer you up.
Okay, let me explain something real quick. See this option? It has a heart. There's 4 romanceable characters. I know who the 4 are because I've played to that point. Like, you meet all 4 of them within, like, an hour 30 of gameplay. I'm not going with Freddy. I might occasionally flirt with them from time to time, but I don't think I'm gonna hard do their routes. Because I'm a simp for this one other guy who shows up later. So, yeah, we'll only be flirting with Freddy from time to time.
You're always looking out for me, Freddy.
Well, that's the deal, right? Best friends to the end.
Right. I just wish it wasn't always so one-sided.
Hey, hey, don't worry about that, really, Grace. You'll get through this.
Music is your life, Freddy. You're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You coming?
I'm gonna hang out a bit and lock up.
Oh,
I'll see you at home.
this right here is why I absolutely fucking love musicals. You say shit like that, and then you just start belting a song.
Lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Is the world too much, or is it just me? Everything I set upon unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted on a girl who doesn't know how to be free. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails,
Now, before we get into this next part, I would just like to say, I'm so sorry for if later on in the series I start butchering this girl's name. Because she's about to say her name, and I cannot pronounce her name correctly. I will tell you all the failed pronunciations once I get to the next in-game pause, where I can talk.
Oh,
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside. My name's Calliope. You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or...?
Yes. Yes, I am.
So, her name's Calliope. My ass has managed to, in the one playthrough with my friend, and even in the first attempt at recording this, which I'm still mad got fucked up, I called her Calliope, Calliope, Calliopeia, fucking Cassiope, like from fucking Pokemon. Like, I just couldn't get her goddamn name down for some reason. Like, sometimes I'll get it just fine, and other times I absolutely cannot, and there's no reason for it. Everyone else is gone.
Well, I'm afraid it's just me, Calliope. The rest of the band already left, so...
Well, I don't mind if you don't.
Alright, well...
With the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take, and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through? Like a boat lost at sea, though I'm about to with no sails, not a you breeze. Still have your life ahead. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. All things that lose their way can find it again. There is no inertia in the ocean.
Okay, so pretty much the whole game follows a simple system of neutral things, which are white, charming, kick-ass, and clever. Charming is like, soul and charisma, like, being compassionate. Kick-ass is being all emotional and in your face, and then, like, it literally says that, in your face and very punk rock. Cause this one, she's sneaky, smarter, and witty. Now, the thing is, these two kind of relate to their music. This one said, like, these, at least I think are soul. I can't remember if it's soul. This one, when you go with Kick-Ass, the music is very punk rock music. Like, we got some rap, we got some, singer versus singer type songs if you go with Kick-Ass. Which is why in the OST, there's 4 different OSTs. There's Pantheon, Red, Green, and Blue. Red OST is always picking red, Blue OST is always picking blue, Green OST is always picking green, and Pantheon is select combinations. And there's one I'm so upset about is in the Pantheon, because from the song alone, I gathered like a faint bit of context, and I'm so upset about it. Because I listened to a bit of the OST. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with clever. Because I do know how fastly this shit gets wild, and clever is what I went with the first time, and what I tried to go with in the first recording. but I fucked up that one, so we're going with clever again.
You are right, Calliope. There's always a breeze. But if I build a sail, can I trust the wind to guide me?
Huh.
Wow. What was that?
Magical musical number.
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right. I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
Oh, you weren't here to audition.
You didn't come here for the audition, did you? We didn't even know about it.
Caught and called out. I was nearby and your song called to me. I didn't want you to think I was deranged or something.
Weirder things have happened, I guess.
May I ask you why you feel so adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
I'm gonna be honest.
It would sound stupid.
Try me. Well,
Honesty is normally a good policy.
I left school
Not the
because I
best,
didn't feel like
but
I belonged
normally.
there, but I still haven't found my place.
Uh-huh.
What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Shouldn't I have figured
Oh,
this out by
relatable.
now?
those are good questions.
Is that a
to ask.
midlife or existential crisis?
I should
I
go.
think it's midlife. Existential is questioning how
Am
insignificant you
I
are.
gonna see you again?
I believe.
I know you didn't really come to join the band, but
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
right. See you then.
Oh yeah, and I said it gets crazy. You're about to see how crazy it gets and how quickly it gets crazy.
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be... What the... Calliope?
God damn it! I promised myself I wouldn't laugh this time. I'm sorry. It's a very serious moment, but it just the first time I was so shocked, and the other two times I've just been realizing how funny it is. Like there's not even a short conversation with someone else on the phone or something after that. No, it's you literally met her and then she shows up dead. It's just wild. Okay. Serious
Oh,
mode
I'm so
again.
sorry, Grace.
How did you find me?
Where? Why? How? How did you know where I lived?
I followed you. I thought I didn't want to do this to you. Not like this. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? Hey! Calliope! Please. Please, come on.
Whoa. Glowing light ball.
What is that?
Oh, I can wait. Take your time.
Hello there, Hermes.
Who? Is that my door?
Technically, it's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
Now, I'm not gonna try to be too jokey about all this, because it's, first time through, I was so shocked and invested in absolutely every moment. Only reason I'm not invested in this early part is because I've been through it like 3 times. This being the 3rd. Did you do this to her?
Did you do this to her? Did you hurt Calliope? If you did.
Hurt Cal? No. I wouldn't ever. Like, ever. She's the best. She really is dead, huh? Man. So, the chorus is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
The chorus?
The chorus? You mean the authorities?
I mean, I know who they are, but
Are they
it's a
coming?
question.
I guess they're authorities.
You all don't know yet.
But they're not coming here. We have to go to them. Look, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain
Well, you
real
all
quick,
don't
but
know
then you
them
gotta come with
yet.
me, okay?
You will.
When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
A what?
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right? With me so far? Cool. Let's go.
I also love the storyboard-esque animation style where it moves like not an insane bit, but like a decent bit at a time, and your brain fills in the gap.
Where are we?
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
Okay.
No, wait. Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything. Okay?
Wait! Come back!
Proceeds to instantly touch door.
Okay.
No, I guess the door's not just anything. It's the door, so.
Not touch
Okay. Waiting. And she's touching the desk. With her bloody hands, too. Oh, there's cookies. Oh, well, you can't have a cookie, I guess. Bird says no. And here is the chorus. Now, funnily enough, 2 members of the chorus are romanceable. And that guy is one of them. He's Apollo. I love him.
Our beloved sister, the last of the muses, has passed on to you.
Let me stop
Our
getting my
new
head together now.
sister,
Hold on.
delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's, Grace, yes?
Yes?
My. You have had quite the day, haven't you?
Calliope's really
So
dead.
Calliope is really dead. Even if she's a
God?
yeah, a god.
Yes, we call it passing on, but yes, sadly it happens even to us. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom. This is Apollo, god of prophecy, dressed for the occasion, as always. The wondrous Aphrodite, goddess of love. And the one glaring at you is Persephone, once queen of the underworld.
Persephone is romanceable.
Together, we are the chorus. We rule over the idols.
Only reason
Our
I know
need
this
for
is
the
an
gods
achievement.
remain.
I haven't
All
gotten
of
to
us,
where you do it.
hidden in your modern world.
Like, I got to where you talk to her, but I don't know how far in the game it takes to romance her.
Gods aren't real. They can't be. They're just
Stories, myths, legends.
If you're real, you'd be all-powerful. You wouldn't be hiding or...
Don't pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with, and, well, truth be told, we've diminished since those days. That doesn't mean we're helpless, of course. Far from it. Yet, at the end of the day, we too are just people, trying to get by.
Okay, now, this is something I put together, and I don't know if this is the exact reasoning behind it, but the reasons they go from gods to idol is because they came from Greece over to the US, where not many people believe in them. A lot of people know the myths and stuff, but not many people believe in them. Which is why they're idols here. They still have to exist. They still have their powers. They still have people around the world who believe in them, just not that many. So they're still pretty powerful, or more powerful than a regular person, but not a god. That's why they're idols. I don't know if that's intentionally why they have that name in the game or not, but that's my reasoning behind it, because I kind of like that reasoning. Especially the muse. Being an idol fits so well with being a muse. You said I'm
Wait,
god
you
now?
said, and Hermes said, that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
That is true.
That thing that came out of her that went into me.
We call it an eidolon, the part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol, which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
The reason you're here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper, never mind a possible murderer. I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but I'm afraid you have to die.
Damn, she just says that so casually.
What do you mean? What do you mean you have to
I
die?
kind of love her for that, but hate her.
Exactly as it sounds, Grace.
Like Athena is absolutely a soccer mom.
What about a trial? You aren't the police. Why hasn't someone called the police?
Calliope's blood is literally on your hands.
She got that I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed look.
Oh, she looks so helpless. Maybe we
should do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end, yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done, for Calliope's sake.
But this isn't justice.
Ooh, yellow eyes. That still always sends a shiver down my spine, the yellow eye. It's the power activated by anger moment in anything.
Cannot hide from this reality.
I'm not hiding, though a little lost here.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen. You have usurped a muse. No recourse to be arranged.
But it's unfair.
I know, but our laws cannot be changed.
But she came to me.
You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that
You must know.
shield
I didn't
us.
do it. Is it weird this isn't song?
Now that the muse is gone. Now that she's gone.
Oh, that sounds shivers down my spine. Oh, I love that.
You'll have to see.
You'll have to see.
The chorus is in accord. Justice won't be ignored.
I disagree.
I've seen it 3 times and it still sends a shiver down my spine. Just the.
Did I hear that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time,
Hold
Apollo.
on, I'll give him a minute.
Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her?
And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her Eidolon?
Then we need to find out. Don't you want justice?
Oh, Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this was justice. What would you have us do?
Okay, yeah. Even though I know exactly how that song goes, because I've heard it like 2 times already, and no Apollo steps in, it still just sends a shiver down my spine how, like, her power activates because she gets mad at them, and that they sing in that, like, that kind of harmony about just casually executing her. I love that.
I can prove myself. If you let me. I can try.
We aren't seriously considering this.
Very well. This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Fine.
And there we have it.
So are they?
So, no dying. Am I hearing that right? No Grace getting smited by the gods?
You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that. I truly would. You have 1 week to find out what happened, Grace.
What happens after a week?
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, our original verdict stands.
Will do.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
What do you want me to say? I can't possibly do this. This is unfair. You know all that already, right? So I'll do my best. That's all I've got.
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules.
Of course.
Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world.
Okay.
This includes mortal authorities that cannot help you.
Okay.
Do not harm another idol. Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands.
So other than that, I can do whatever I want.
Otherwise, do whatever you must to find the true killer.
Okay.
If they exist.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome, dear sister.
Oh shit, I forget there's a pause
Do
button.
help yourself to a cookie.
See, soccer mom, she dead ass offered us a cookie after saying you got a week to prove your innocence. And I noticed this in the last episode, or not last episode, first attempt at recording this episode. The menu for here, I didn't notice it when I played it first with my friend. It's like a kind of lullaby version of the song, which is called Adrift, which is the song Grace sang with Calliope. Almost said Calliope. But it's just kind of, I never realized it, but like, yeah.
Grace?
Oh shit, her body's gone.
Grace.
Everything's gone. Oh. Hi, Freddy. Oh.
Hi.
Before I get into it, there are journal updates. I think I'm not gonna open those at all until the end. Or more. Oh. Ow! I accidentally knocked my mic into my lap. As I was saying, I don't think I'm gonna read a lot of these till the end because of how long they are, and we get multiple things for some of them. So I will do a whole thing at the end where I will read through all of them near the end.
Hi.
Other than that, I will mainly
Hi.
be ignoring when it says
Hi. You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you. Wait, did something happen to you?
You didn't find a body?
When you got home, there wasn't a body here? No blood or anything?
A body? What do you mean, like a dead body?
Yeah. A woman named Calliope. She showed up and she was...
Dead?
You were gone all night.
She showed up and she was dead.
Why didn't you answer your phone? I was calling and calling. This wasn't some hookup, was it? Because, you know, you can say it's none of your business, Freddy.
Oh, this is another one of the romanceable people.
It was definitely not a hookup. I'm allowed to say that much, I think.
Allowed to say? Like you're a secret spy? Have you been a secret spy this whole time? Because if you have, that's pretty cool.
Hi there.
He just casually walked in. Just
Why does he have
walked in? Another god.
Another one of the gods, I'm guessing.
Another one of the what and the who now?
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns. That's crazy, right?
Okay, I would just like to say, I absolutely love how Pan just casually says that to her. Because with no context, that makes him seem like a crazy person, or makes it seem like he's on something.
As for who I am, I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that, if you must call me anything.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right? What are you, some kind of cosplayer?
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I've come to offer our newest idol a helping hand. Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
What do you get out of it?
And what do you get out of helping me exactly?
Now that is an excellent question. You'll need that kind of baseless suspicion if you're going to survive among us.
Is it baseless? I've already had my life threatened tonight.
Whoa, wait. Life threatened? What?
Oh, now you've done it. You've gone and upset the mortal.
Oh, also, I before I click anything again, I know I'm interrupting a lot. I am going to give a warning on Pan. I don't know how his audio is going to work with my recording, because sometimes Pan's audio lines will go from really soft and smooth to really fucking loud and, like, booming. Like, I have to actually take my half my headphones off. Sometimes both of them, because, like, again, character emotion is, like, shown a lot through how they talk and expression and stuff. And they do a good job expressing it through the vocals, too, but, like, through the headphones, it can be a bit loud sometimes.
So we can just talk about this in front of Freddy.
Haven't you? Darling. And here I drop my glamour and everything.
It's just, I was told we're not supposed to. Talk about it, that is.
Talk about what? Grace, tell me.
The prohibition is against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted, can't she?
What?
Hold on, before I continue. This bit, even now, it still hurts my head. Because, quite literally, it throws the rule out so quickly. But it's also supposed to be like, oh, the rules are actually really vague about what they mean. When it says the mortal world, it means just no exposing it to the point where undeniable proof every human would know. Meaning, such a large group, like, maybe a whole mall, everyone recording, and multiple malls, maybe, even. Like, in several different locations around the world. But within such a short time period, it couldn't be possible. Like, undeniable proof is what it means. Like, she's just one person, so she doesn't make up the whole mortal world. if she tried to tell anyone, most people would assume she's crazy. That's what they meant by the mortal world, which I find, the way it explains it still baffles me. Because all Pan says is, she's not the mortal world, is she? Which literally made me spiral that fucking Freddy might have been a god somehow, and no one knew, and that she killed Calliope. And I was rabbit holing. I was spiraling out of control the second Pan said that, and the first time with my friend.
Do I have the feeling that I'm going to regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddy. Have a seat. Let's talk. Huh. That's it?
Huh? I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
I had proof.
Sure, but I had proof. I traveled through a magical door.
Which sounds extra cool.
I was a little distracted.
Well, I have a million questions, but I can ask them later. The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
You are the absolute best.
What did I ever do to deserve a friend like you?
You sat next to me at lunch period, dummy.
Oh yeah, right.
My friendship comes with all sorts of benefits,
that's how a lot of
up to and
friendships
including the
start, not
tracking
gonna
down
lie.
of supernatural killers.
Such darling camaraderie. It brings a tear to my eye. It truly does.
Speaking of killers,
Whoa,
Pan,
whoa,
I
whoa.
love
You
you.
wound me, dear
You're
lady.
kind of hot.
I've
but
come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who was
you're
set
also
adrift most
suspicious as
cruelly.
hell. I don't know if the romanceable people could end up being it. I just know they are romanceable. I don't know if there's multiple endings either. There could be.
You know,
I feel
you
like
could
they
be the
wouldn't
killer,
make a
for all I
romanceable
know.
person a killer though.
Come to mislead you, perhaps. How fiendishly clever of me.
Then again, they
Well
might.
called, darling.
and maybe even true.
Poor, poor Pan! To be eternally maligned
Yeah, see
and
what I mean?
mistrusted.
I was
Alas, and alas, and alas.
Like,
I
it's a
doubt
great
there's a
display of
line of
emotion,
idols
though. I
waiting
love
to
it.
offer you
I'm all
advice,
here for
Grace.
it.
But whether you accept mine or not is for you to decide.
Because, like, he is normally he has, like, a smooth tone of voice, like, quieter or soft-spoken. And then he'll just go full-on melodramatic.
I still don't trust you. Nobody does anything for free.
Now. Who said I was doing anything for free?
Here we go.
I have not, however, asked for anything.
Okay, so it'll be a favor that needs to be repaid later. How do you know that?
Seems rather convenient, you showing up with advice. How did you even know I existed?
A little bird told me, if you must know. Very useful, those little birds.
He's not gonna tell you, Grace.
There's not much to tell. Among the idols, news travels swiftly. We are a tiny village of godly busybodies. I heard of your arrival, and I know how obtuse the chorus can be. So here I am. You're welcome.
Well, I guess tell me your
Okay,
advice.
I'll bite. What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your powers?
My powers.
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
You know, what would be cool is, like, a sequel game or something. Because the whole thing's a musical. I know there's not going to be art segments or passion segments. But, like, a segment where there's, like, other things of art. Like, well, I don't want to say interpretive dance, because that'd be... I mean, interesting, yeah, but a bit hard to follow. Though a dancing one in general could be possible, I think. Though again, a bit hard to follow without like music or words to go with it. So it'd pretty much be the same thing, but focused more on dancing, I guess. I don't know. My province?
What do you mean, my province?
Each of us has, how shall I say, Our talents? Yours is music, as befits a muse.
You're like the original rock star, Grace.
Okay, but how does that help me find Calliope's murderer?
Allow me to expedite the process of understanding. Now then, close your eyes. You hear that? It's coming from you. When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel.
My hair just changed. What the hell? Is that part of the muse's power?
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait.
No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me? What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Why not? Time's a wasting.
Well, I don't trust you.
Not about to just trust you. You barge in and take over the place.
I'll say it after.
I don't know what I must do, but here's what you can do. Get out of my face. I'm doing it right now, man.
You're a natural girl.
I don't follow.
Little girl.
Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow.
I know.
Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on?
Song.
So sorry you had to be here for this. I'm in the dark too as you're hearing this. Like I know that I'm in full control, cause the words and the tunes I feel here in my soul. If this is a power, I'm not overthinking it. If this was a drink, I'd be drinking it. But someone is dead and I'm losing my head. Like the ghost said, this is my time, time to shine. This is my time, time to shine.
Grace, nothing makes sense here. And won't the carpet be covered in fleece? And you said someone died here. Shouldn't we then just call the police?
Sing it, Freddy, I hear you. We've only just met, now he's my new best friend. Now I'll owe him a favor. And what will he want in the end?
Is that gonna be here all the time?
How dare you? You don't know me.
If she has to be, pass me some wine.
Grace, is this how you let strangers speak to me?
There's a good chance I could throw the both of you out. Still got no idea what all this is about. But I don't feel like an amateur wannabe. If this is a dream, then it's gonna be my time. Time to shine.
Yes.
This is my time. Time to shine. I don't need either of you.
Well, what happens next?
How about a solo?
Grace, are you sure about this?
Yes, a solo. Do it.
Actually, everyone's gonna sing together. So great song.
I never knew I had that in me.
Who's making this happen? This isn't a game.
You don't understand.
This has all gotten out of hand.
Nothing for Grace will ever be the same.
Freddy's amazing. She's the one I trust. And you're treating me like I just got off the bus.
If I'm ever needed, she knows I'm there.
I can't work with this.
Do I need you? It's my time. Time to shine.
Working with me or her?
My time. Time to shine.
Go with the pro or this amateur.
Time. Time to shine. Time to shine.
She's ready.
Sorry to break it to you, Pan, but I'm not abandoning my best friend.
That's your choice. humdrum mortality.
How about trusting in those who love her instead of those who want to use her?
Okay.
Oh my, such drama. No matter how you employ it, Grace, this is the power of a muse.
Okay.
Drawing out that which lies within. I trust you can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
Now, okay. I would just like to say, in my first 2 playthroughs of that song, each time it's gone differently. First time I went siding with Pan a majority of the time. Because, I mean, it made sense. He was Pan. He actually knew shit about the God world that Freddy doesn't. Second time, I was pretty leaning towards Freddy, but I didn't want to pick at the end. And so, you know how they were floating there where there were all those lights? When I picked Freddy, they were just standing on the couch, and there were only like a few, like a stream of light here or there. So it's very wild how much things change.
Sure, but I have to admit, I didn't feel completely in control.
Of course not. A song goes where a song goes, Grace. It will only go where it wishes. A muse does not command. She evokes. She elicits. She inspires.
Look, Creepo, Grace already told you to take a hike.
So she did. Allow me to get to the point then. For all your powers, you still need a place to begin your search. And this I can provide. An address in the city where Calliope was staying, I do believe.
Why? Like, I knew he had this information, but it still makes my blood boil that he doesn't lead with it. Like, ugh.
You have Calliope's address? You should have started with that.
And miss all the dancing? Nonsense. Now this I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
That's perfect. We can look for clues there. What this Calliope was doing, who her enemies were.
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer is on the loose. No?
Then I'll need her help.
Then I'll definitely need backup.
You'll be fine. After all, what's a mortal to do that you cannot?
I can speak Hindi. Okay, fine. I get it.
I need to find Kaz and Brian. Just tell them you're okay. If, not the other stuff. Then I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
So glad that's settled. I'll let you get to it. I've drinking to resume. Ta-ta.
Day drinker, already drinking. Also, I would just like to say, I don't know if you ever bring someone here, because that's the 3rd time I've tried to bring one of the 2 there, and it's always ended up with it alone. Okay, let's go to almost said Calliope. Calliope's house.
That's not a good sign.
God, I love the ankles.
This is Calliope's apartment? I don't know what I was expecting, but not this. Hello?
Why would you?
Oh, sure, Grace, good job. Just announce to the killer that you're here.
Quite literally, why would you do that, Grace? Okay. I guess we're gonna look at the guitar first.
Damn, look at that. That's beautiful. How do you even get one of these?
You buy it at a music store. I mean, or sometimes custom order it through special people.
After Calliope left the audition, where did she go? Did she follow me? Did she come here?
Oh, that's a good question. Did she follow us? No, she had to have followed us first.
Did she paint that? Looks like it belongs in a museum.
Huh. Is that Athena? Is it supposed to be Athena? Warhol painting.
Andy Warhol, yeah, that makes sense.
Warhol?
Wonder how many celebrities she knew.
Oh, did she know Andy Warhol? Got drums.
Right. These aren't... Do I inherit these as the new muse? Is that even okay to ask?
No, that's a valid question. Fucking, if I became the god of gaming and I walked in his dead apartment and he had like every gaming console and tons of games, I'd be like, do I inherit this? That luxury bed, is that mine now too? Like, that's a valid question.
I want to believe this is just an ironic photo of Elvis and she wasn't like his muse or...
Okay, harp.
A giant harp. Of course there's a giant harp.
To sing Cerberus to sleep.
So many instruments in here.
Yeah.
Did she play all of them?
I mean, she was a muse, meaning she had like mastery of all instruments or something. Upstairs time, I guess.
I don't see anything useful down here. Maybe there's something upstairs? Oh man. Keep it together, Grace. It's just your average, everyday...
There were only 3 muses, not 9. Whenever they found someone who made something truly masterful or created a new art form, they'd pass on the life one. Take a new name. See, that's how the mortals became confused. They got it wrong. Like they got almost everything about us wrong.
Okay, so there were 3 muses, not 9. Good to know. I know a good bit about my Greek mythology, but then there's some bits that I just can't remember for the fucking life of me. You're Apollo, though.
Apollo,
You're hot,
right? God of prophecy?
At least to me.
One of the chorus.
Sometimes I am, yes.
To each their own, but this one's doing it for me.
It means sometimes I just feel like an old man who's lost too many friends. If I may ask, how did you find this place? What are you doing here?
You're not just here to grieve.
I could ask you the same question.
I told you why.
I know what you said, but look around. This office has been tossed. Someone searched this place from top to bottom.
With this? It was like this when I got here.
And you didn't think that was in the least bit strange?
I can't help you, Grace. I wish I could. You deserve better.
Tell me about Calliope.
Can you tell me about Calliope? I barely knew her, but she seemed...
She was a beautiful soul, if troubled.
Troubled?
She thought the idols had lost their way. She argued with us, with all of us, that we needed to change. We hadn't spoken in years. I hadn't seen her home before today. I'd rather not talk about it.
Could be a clue here.
So you didn't mess up the room, but someone must have. There could be a clue.
Nothing that I've seen. All this mess, as you put it, is likely the result of her projects.
Her projects?
When Calliope got an idea in her head, she would obsess over it, sometimes for months, even years. I don't know what she was involved with lately, but this... for her, this is nothing.
Why did you speak up for me?
I should thank you for, speaking up for me.
It wasn't right, what they were doing.
It still isn't. I still need help.
I'm not disputing that, Grace. I just don't think that I'm the one to help you.
Why can't you help me?
Why can't you help me exactly? Pan said there's no specific rule against it.
You've already met Pan? How odd. It's not that I'm forbidden to help you, Grace. It's that you don't want my help.
Of course I do! You have to know more than me about almost everything.
My help will only make things worse.
How is that possible? I've been sentenced to death.
And without my help, you stand a chance of avoiding that fate.
He has that kind of complex as a prophet. It's not the first time I've seen it in a character who can see the future, but I do tend to see it a lot with characters who can see the future. Where it's, character can see the future, but the future, they see always comes true. Because whenever they see a bad future, they try to change it, and it's normally them trying to change it which causes it. Anyway, it's yada 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 that the bad future can't be avoided, so they prefer to just not do prophecies at all. Because once you know, you're locked into it, and yada yada yada, stuff like that. Good example, Night Eye from My Hero Academia. Literally same conundrum. Trying to think. I know there's more. I've seen other ones. God. So you won't help at all.
So let me get this straight. You'll speak up for me, but you won't lift a finger to help.
You don't want me to do more.
You keep saying that, but it doesn't make any sense. If you didn't want to help, that'd be one thing. But insisting I don't want you to? Why not?
I can't do this.
Huh. Don't you want the truth?
Calliope was clearly important to you. Don't you want to know the truth?
Of course I do.
Then what's the problem? Don't do it for me. Do it for her.
Oh, musical number now.
I haven't sung in centuries.
According to Pan, I can't force anyone to do anything.
Phantom pains from a missing plane.
Shadows.
Feeding thoughts, thoughts that never end. What did I do? What didn't I do? Here she is, only in your head. Long gone fights, but they're never dead. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Anytime I'm stuck on what I did and didn't do, I just scan the distance for the next thing. What is the next thing for you?
Next thing, she often said that too. We were statues hiding under sheets, collecting dust. She burst through the door and shouted, next thing. Come to the next thing.
You held fast. What's that about?
Stubborn me, thought I'd wait her out. Usually, she'd come back to me.
Unhealthy relationship.
You see, she'd return. We'd do that old dance, knowing both there was not a chance that I would change. But she never came.
You know she would shout, no more living in your head. Go out to the world and find the next thing. Look for the next thing instead.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
And let's see.
Always knew that you would come around.
That hidden voice will always play. It's on a loop. It will always say, what did I do? What didn't I do? It's a song you can't erase, but you can make a tiny space for something new.
The next thing.
The next thing. The next thing.
Very well, I'll help. Though I'm uncertain what you expect me to do.
Athena called you the god of prophecy, didn't she? Isn't that telling the future?
Prophecy is the last thing you need, Grace.
Also, that song was so good. I loved it. Oh. The first time I did it, I think I enjoyed it the most, though. Because, how songs go is, sometimes if you switch around from color to color, it can sound a bit wonky. Because it'll go from a more hard rock to a more passive, aggressive, or to a more, mellow, chill tone.
It'd be helpful if you could explain
Sometimes
why
it works
exactly.
well,
This is all new to me, remember?
Yes, of course, that's true. It's so easy to forget that. To receive a prophecy is not simply to be told what might happen, it's to be told what will happen. To know a prophecy is to be bound to its outcome. Only in ignorance is one free to choose.
We're talking about fate.
You're talking about fate, aren't you? Destiny.
I am.
I can't say I've ever believed in fate.
Well, you probably didn't believe in magic either, but here we are.
That's a good point.
My power is to pick at the strands of fate and make a single path clear. But in doing so, all other paths vanish. Worse, prophecies are never crystal clear. Sometimes you won't understand the full meaning until it's too late.
Okay, how's that the power?
So you have a power you won't ever use because all it does is hamstring you. Yikes.
Welcome to my life. But there might be something else I can do to help. Come with me. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
Okay. This still isn't new stuff for me, which I'm a bit... I will be pushing this. This might be a long episode. Longer than the first attempt, because I want to get to some of the new stuff for you guys.
This is where you live?
Because I actually love
yes.
this game. I played the opening 3 times, and I'm still invested.
I don't get many visitors.
Are idols rich?
Are idols broke? In all those years, you couldn't save up enough money to afford a housekeeper?
You know, I guess I never worried about it much. Maybe I should.
Bro, Apollo, your house is covered in
You said
graffiti.
I
Like,
meet someone?
Ah, yes. Do you know what an oracle is?
like the Oracle of Delphi?
You mean like the Oracle of Delphi? People went to ask her questions, I think, or was that just another story?
Oh, you know about that. Okay. That'll make this easier. There have been many oracles over the ages. They serve as a sort of conduit for my powers. This allows them to offer insight, knowledge they have no earthly means to possess.
Ow.
There's always been one. Over the ages, no matter where I go. one manages to find me.
Meaning there's an oracle here.
So there can be more than one, but there's always at least one.
What?
I
brought someone to
love
see you.
Oracle. They're one of my favorite characters.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not a magic fortune cookie. Is that what Paul told you? Oracle's my handle. And even if I was the Oracle, I'm certainly not his Oracle.
Because just, they refuse to, Apollo, like, Oracle's whole thing is they live with Apollo and just refuse to believe the whole thing about the gods. Because the others don't come by Apollo, so they don't show off their powers. And Apollo's power is kind of finicky and he doesn't use it. So... Oracle just believes he's crazy and calls him Paul. I just love it. Are you sure you're not
You
the
know
Oracle?
what Apollo is, right?
Oh, I know what Paul says he is.
Paul.
Just because someone says they can fly does not make them the Tooth Fairy.
Realist,
Look,
I like him.
I'm sure he told you all sorts of nonsense. I use computers. I'm a hacker. That's it.
I'm sorry, you just this concept still makes me laugh. Just like, imagine you're in old Greek times, and you walk into an oracle cave after questing to get there, and you like ask the oracle for advice on something that's been troubling you, and they whip out a phone, tell you to shut up, and start typing it into Google. I just love that concept so much.
I ask very little of you, Oracle. Your help here would be appreciated.
Fine. Put your abs in a twist. Okay, so Paul brought you all this way just to see little old me. What's on your mind, sis?
You keep calling him Paul.
You keep saying Paul. Do you mean Apollo?
Yeah, I know. Apollo, if that is his real name, says he's a god of prophecy, blah, 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 blah.
But you don't believe him.
Believe him? Who'd believe that? It's super weird, but he's a decent guy, so he can be Apollo if he wants, but I just can't call him that.
Quite literally, Oracle's cool for that. Like, if he wants to be a god, he can. He's a nice guy. Like, he's good. I won't personally do it, but if it's what he wants to do, he can do it. You live here?
You live here?
I crash here, yeah. Better here than home.
She showed up one day, as the oracles do. Naturally, she is welcome to stay as long as she likes.
See the way he talks? I thought maybe he was a creepiverse, but nah. Paul's aight.
The highest of praise.
He'd be more alright if he did some laundry.
So you're an oracle who uses the internet, huh?
Like I said, it's my handle, and yeah. It's a sweet setup, huh? Some of it's even legit.
The parts I purchased for her, presumably.
Bargain for, fair and square. And I keep telling you to get me an Ethernet cable.
I don't know what that is.
God's not the
21st
right
century,
technology.
Paul.
I
And your
love
21st
it.
century Oracle needs her some download speed, okay?
I don't know, I just love Oracle's interactions so much.
Tell me, is Apollo always so...
Incredibly emo? Like a sack stuffed with sand?
I am standing right here.
Don't get me wrong. It grows on you after a while.
Grace. Surely this is not what you came for.
Oh, it absolutely is. This is
I don't
fun.
know. It's cute watching you get all flustered.
It's hardly productive, is it?
See, there you go again.
Ugh. Get a room. A different room.
Wait, I just noticed. Am I seeing things or? Hold on.
I'm looking for information about someone named Calliope. Can you help?
Oh,
No, I'm not seeing things. Oracle does just have an aura around them. They have a little... I don't know if it's visible or if it's just my computer screen going crazy or something. But it is only when Oracle's on screen. They have like a little CRTV like line thing going up and down, like the horizontal lines going up and down. They have that around them, or is that just the sunlight? I can't tell. Is that just supposed to be the sunlight shining in through the blinds? I hope it's supposed to be that.
The lady from that apartment I sent Paul to. Yeah, I've been checking that out.
What did I tell you?
I looked it up. You could do the same if you learn to use the computer.
Yeah, I think it is, because I see it over here, too.
Here, hold up, I'll show you.
Yeah, and right up here. Okay, so it's supposed to be the sunlight or something through the fan or something.
The apartment was originally purchased...
Okay, it's not an aura, my bad.
2 years ago by a holding company. Core with a K, Enterprises.
Oh.
Core with a K.
Oh, I see. That would be... Persephone.
Persephone? The one from the chorus?
Persephone is in the one from the chorus. The one who wanted me dead, Persephone.
I wasn't aware Persephone and Calliope were friendly. Certainly not friendly enough for Persephone to give Calliope an apartment.
Huh.
The good news is that Persephone is easy to find. I can take you to her if you like.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever happened to, I can't help you, Grace. I'll just make it worse, Grace.
I admit, you've got me curious.
Great! We're all done now.
Thank you for your help, Oracle. Please,
get a
do try to
room.
get out from
A
behind
different
your screens,
room.
at least
Sorry.
once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Yeah, sure, will do. Leave a tip on your way out.
Love Oracle's nonchalantness. Oh, yes, we're going to the underworld.
Welcome to the underworld.
Wow. How have I never heard of this place?
Persephone keeps it a secret, while still managing to draw a crowd every night. Don't ask me how.
Damn.
Here in the underworld, idols can be themselves, even if they don't look human.
Is it dangerous?
There are idols here other than Persephone?
Almost guaranteed.
Is it dangerous?
Shouldn't be. But before Calliope, I would have said an idol getting murdered was next to impossible. If we're to find Persephone in all this, we'll need to split up. Have you considered what you'll say to her?
Can't I ask her? Like, just
You don't think I could just ask her about it?
Not if she doesn't want to talk to you. She may need a nudge. You need to be prepared to use your powers.
I see.
As you did with me. Come find me in the crown if you need anything. Otherwise, be careful, Grace.
Let's start with Apollo and Eros. What? Eros? Hello, Eros. Hi.
Oh, hey. You're the new muse.
Oh, hey.
I guess I am,
Sorry.
yeah.
Aphrodite mentioned it. Didn't figure I'd see you here. Oh, excuse the manners. Name's Eros, god of sex.
Oh, yes, you absolutely
Wait, did you say that you're the god of sex?
Yeah.
Desire, really. Sensuality. Attraction.
Uh-huh.
Why? Were you expecting a chubby little flying baby with a bow and arrow?
I wasn't...
I actually preferred Cupid, but Pan had to be the trickster. Spread all those stupid stories.
I'm sorry.
Why? It's not your fault. Just another grudge I get to carry around forever.
You know Aphrodite, right? I only met her the once.
Sure, she's my mother. You know how it is.
How would I know? No here, remember?
Right, yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking. But you hear a lot of idols talk about each other like that. Mother, brother, sister, grandfather. None of us are actually related. We just played a family for so many centuries. May as well be true.
Aphrodite is your
So Aphrodite is your mother, but not really.
That's right. A long time ago, she took care of me when I needed taken care of. The mortals, they just assumed. These days, well, it's not like that anymore. We're not as invulnerable as we used to be. Least of all, Aphrodite.
What are you doing here, dude?
The god of sex at a club. Looking
Makes
for
sense.
someone?
Once I might have, sure. Now I'm just here to see it happen.
Oh.
See what happened?
Look out there. See all these people.
Oh, wait a minute.
The hope, the anticipation, the
Oh, dude, comes here to watch people fall in love. That's kind of adorable, but at the same time, kind of wild.
There are worse ways to spend a night out.
I used to make it happen, you know. Mortals once begged me to make it happen, to inspire true love. But now I only inspire sex. Not the same thing. It's just as well. People should find true love the hard way, value it more.
You seem a little distracted. Is everything okay?
Of course it is. Sure. That obvious, huh? Truth is, I don't come here that often. No, it's hard to get away. I just... No, never mind.
Bad day?
Even idols have their bad days, huh?
Bad weeks, bad months, bad centuries. But who am I talking to? You're the one with your life on the line.
Here's the thing. I'm looking for Persephone, but I can't find her anywhere.
Well, I know where she is, but I question whether she'd be happy to see you. I like you, but Mother told me what happened at the chorus. I don't want to cause trouble with Persephone.
Oh, that won't be a problem.
What if I could guarantee that there wouldn't be a problem?
How could you guarantee that?
First, I'd reassure you that I'm here to work things out with Persephone. I don't want to fight. Second, if that didn't pan out, I'd tell her I lied to you.
Making me the idiot who fell for it.
Oh, I don't know. I can be tricksy.
Okay. Fine. When you're ready to see her, you let me know, and I'll take you. Deal?
Deal.
Okay, let's talk to Pan. What are you gonna say to me, dude? Pan!
As I live and breathe, if it isn't our dear muse.
Hi, Pam.
Hi, Pan.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
No. Thanks
I
for
should
the
thank you
address.
for the address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me. Remember, how you managed to
guess I
stir
do.
the sun god from his oh so tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine. Nicely done.
You knew it, Farnham?
Did you know Apollo would be at that apartment?
However would I know something like that?
See, you play innocent, but I just don't believe you.
Flatterer.
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people. My tastes are simple.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of simple tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
You come to the
I
club
assume
often?
you're a regular at this club?
And why would you assume that, dear Grace?
The horns, you. Do you know Persephone well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
The things you say, the things you don't say. You don't make yourself seem trustworthy. You know that?
Trust is for the weak and the penniless.
Still not helping.
Why, Grace, are you assuming that I, Pan, am some sort of scoundrel?
Hoping maybe.
Hoping, maybe.
You don't say.
Bro,
At least you're not boring.
Grace. I knew that
I'm
was
joking. I'm gonna be with Apollo. I just gotta flirt with him at least once. Okay.
I should get going. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
One can only hope.
Let's talk to Hermes. I love Hermes. He's chill.
Whoa, you're here. I mean, you gotta be somewhere, but
I tried to
you're
grab my
here.
drink and I grabbed the mic.
Hello, Hermes.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing. Didn't really have a choice, but sorry anyway.
So, what's your story?
You're not much like the other idols, are you?
No? I haven't been an idol very long. Maybe like a year? I lost track. So, I'm not the one to ask about the idol stuff. It's all cool, but mostly I do whatever Athena asks. Athena says one day I'll sit on the chorus. That'll be sick. Can you imagine me in charge?
Why not? Maybe you can shake some dust off the other idols.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of dust.
You're right about that.
I don't think Athena would let me clean anything anyway. She won't even let me touch her spear.
How did you become
You've only been an idol for a year? How did that happen?
Probably same way it did with you.
Oh, the old Hermes died in your arms and then they accused you of his murder?
No. Well, yes. I mean, no, not like that. But yeah. I was there when he died. We were friends and I was having trouble at home and he helped me out. I miss him.
Why do you call yourself Hermes? I mean, I don't call myself Calliope.
You might eventually.
I doubt it.
Most idols do. Not everyone, though, so I don't know, maybe not you.
Sorry, my friend just sent me a thing.
When Calliope died, you were right there. Within moments. How did you know?
I told you. I got word, so I came.
But how did you get word?
Look, when an idol dies, I have to be there. So I just know. It's a Hermes thing.
Did you take the body?
To take the body? Clean up the blood, that sort of thing?
Oh, that too, yeah. But that's on Athena's orders.
To keep the idol's secret?
Sure. Can you imagine the questions? I don't know how we hide so well as it is.
What do you know about the murder?
This is probably a stupid question, but... Do you know who might have killed Calliope?
Ugh, why would I know anything about that?
When you came to the apartment, it seemed like you knew her.
Oh no, I only met her once. She didn't live with the rest of the idols or hang out with us very much. She seemed nice though. Angry, maybe. But I don't know who'd want to hurt her.
She didn't like the idols?
It sounds as if she didn't much like the idols.
It was more like how you can't stand your family sometimes, even if you still love them.
Well, I guess I'll see you later.
I'll see you around?
If you die, then for sure. But, don't die.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to Apollo now.
I thought this would be easy.
Apollo's a lot
but
to
it's as
say
if
about
Persephone left
now.
instructions to thwart me. Every staff member I approach screams and runs off. I hope your search has been more successful.
This isn't your kind of place.
You don't come here often, I'm guessing?
Never. I'm sure Persephone only sent the membership as a formality. I doubt she thought I
Oh
ever
god, I'm almost at 2 hours.
Don't you ever have
This is
fun?
actually taking longer
No
than
drinking or
last
dancing
episode.
in Apollo Land?
Once. When I had the muses to keep me company.
Well, I'll
I'm
keep you
amused now.
company. I'm amused.
I can keep you company.
Nothing would make me happier. But you do have a predicament to solve first.
I will go through the whole thing about Persephone lore. It's long, but I will do it.
It might help if I knew more about Persephone.
It couldn't hurt. What would you like to know, exactly?
My Greek mythology is a little rusty, but isn't Persephone the one who was kidnapped?
Oh, you know about that. What else do you know?
Just that Persephone was a sweet girl and Hades, lord of the underworld, swept her off to the land of the dead.
Without so much as a by your leave, yes. Her mother, Demeter, was so enraged she blanketed the world in ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to act. He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and Hades, and thus the matter was resolved. Well, you asked. That's her story, as the mortals tell it.
So tell me, how much of Persephone's legend is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone. That certainly did happen. The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed. That quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
And she killed him?
Whoa.
As I understand it, Hades was not kind to her. I'd like to say we handled it well. That Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but that would be a lie. Persephone was punished for the murder, the underworld taken from her, and we all stood by and let it happen. She has never forgiven us, and honestly, I can't blame her.
If I were her, I'd be mad at you all too.
Then you understand why things are difficult between us.
I thought she was just mad at me, but everyone seems afraid of Persephone.
Noticed that, did you? Persephone's angry with everyone, and has been for a very long time. I've told you why. But it's more than that. She does not let go of a grudge. 1,000 years could pass, and Persephone will remember what you did like it was yesterday.
Damn. Okay, well,
Wait, Persephone killed another idol.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
What about all of Athena's rules? Wouldn't Persephone have been, I don't know,
Executed? The murder of Hades is probably why we now have that rule. Back then, we heard Persephone had usurped Hades' throne, but we couldn't believe it. It just wasn't done. Now, of course, I look back and think we should have seen it coming. Oh, the benefit of hindsight.
Why didn't you see it coming? You're the god of prophecy.
When I look, I learned long ago not to.
what did she do next?
So what happened to Persephone after...
The murder? She survived, like the rest of us. She got older, and when we came to the New World, I think she would have left us if it was allowed. It isn't. So instead she did as she pleased. She started a cult, became a crime boss.
Oh, what?
It was after her last transition, but honestly, I have no insight into anything Persephone does these days.
I found someone who will bring me to Persephone.
Finally! I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might be able to mediate.
We'll see, I guess.
I guess talk to Persephone. Oh boy. Ooh.
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I.
I will deal with you later. I was willing to leave you be, Grace. To wait until your guilt was certain. Yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
I don't want to fight.
I'm not trying to start a fight.
I wouldn't fight.
Far from it. I came here hoping you could help me.
Help you? Perhaps you could help me instead. I'd like to understand a few things. Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her eidolon?
Damn!
Persephone, this isn't...
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace.
Oh my god.
But I have no reason to help you.
You knew Calliope.
Okay?
We all knew Calliope.
She was staying at your apartment.
You knew her. Better than I or anyone else suspected.
Are you implying that I had something to do with her
Maybe I
death?
am.
Prove
Maybe
you
I
didn't.
am.
That's how idols work, isn't it?
You hear that? You're in my house, little muse. You want answers? Fight for them. A lost little girl. You shouldn't have come here. And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends. Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near, and you all alone. We both know how this ends.
I love the visuals in this game.
Let's see how far she bends.
I'm
We
going
all
with that.
know how this ends.
Hello? Testing 1, 2, testing 3. Is this thing on? Are you testing me with your coterie? Ogling expectantly. Heads up, wrecking me.
Oh my god.
See, it won't be easy, Persephone. When I use the moves I bring blessedly. Shadows don't scare me. See, I'll
Praise.
survive it. Maybe you want to do this in private.
You're lost, little girl. You're wasting our time now. The gall of a squeaking mouse in a lion's den. Give up, little girl. The bus home is leaving. Seen it so many times, we all know how this ends. We all know how it ends.
Nah, I ain't taking that Persephone. You want to be a bitch, we brawling now, okay?
You're
is she the Persephone? Oh boy, a celebrity dissing me. Now remind me, Peach, jog my memory. Sorry, not up on my ancient history. Underworld, now that rings a bell. Was it you who was married to the king of hell? It's hazy, Hades. So you're his lady? Before my time because I'm such a baby. Please teach me my ABCs. Me, I never featured in Euripides. So where are they now? Wow, look around. You're the big cheese of a hole in the ground.
Oh my god.
Don't you have any idea what you're dealing with, child?
Grace got some bars. Okay, Grace can.
Surprise, surprise. Coins on your eyes.
Grace got flow and rhythm. They making this a bop.
To the ferryman. Get it in your little head. You're spitting at the queen of the dead.
You're not my queen pea, I'm alive. You got a real life muse in this basement dive. You could use a boost. Should I play a gig? Hey, word of mouth works, P. It'll be big.
Get lost, little girl.
I need a room and a rider and a cut of the bar.
Making me angry.
I got needs, you see. Say please, I'll bring keys and a couple guitars.
You don't want to know how far we could descend.
You haven't fun yet? I'm sorry, what's up? Let me guess how it ends. Like you already said.
Back off, little girl.
We're young, you're old, we live, you
You're
die.
asking for trouble.
The end, see, that's how time works. Bye-bye.
You wanna push me, so look and then see how this ends. How this always ends.
You're lost, Persephone. Look at yourself. What are you trying to prove? And to whom? You ate a bad seed. That's not on me. Rotten too long, blossomed all wrong.
We change shape. In time you'll see we all rot away into who we will be. Your youth wasn't stolen like it was from me.
Let me help you.
Don't touch me. I don't need help from any of you. I was alone when you know who kidnapped and crushed all my dreams till a muse. I just want Calliope back.
Okay, show's over.
1,000 times.
It's nearly dawn.
The single note should take you down now.
Lights on.
Without even trying, and you didn't mind. 1,000 times.
Finish your beer.
One note, and suddenly you're
have to go home. But you can't stay here.
You're the song, and you're being sung. Lullaby the muse. Not an easy thing to lose. Wish I could hear it. Again. No. No, you've earned your answers. Calliope came to me years ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being
damn, that
branded a
went well.
troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt. So I gave her the apartment.
How did you know her?
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
That means one of two things. Either whatever happened to her was sudden, or it was secret.
I suppose you're right.
Calliope was never one to keep secrets. When she was doing something, everyone knew about it.
None of you were talking to her. Who would she tell?
You're clever. Maybe there's a chance Calliope chose you after all.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement.
Okay, we're getting a lot of journal entries right now.
One of us.
We're also hitting that 2-hour... Shouldn't we tell
Couldn't we
Athena?
go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus.
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence.
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
Huh. Must it be an idol?
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how he might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her,
can't believe
they
I drank that
somehow
whole thing of water.
escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
For context, I
Of
have a
course
massive
we
thing of
looked.
water
What do you
here
think
that
was
I've been
happening while
drinking
you
while playing
waited?
this, because it's been
If
like
Calliope was
2
attacked
hours
elsewhere,
almost.
even magic revealed no trace of it.
I like just poured the last of it.
Wait. Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation.
Honestly, I hope I didn't accidentally like have my mic on when I was pouring that thing of water, because that was pretty loud.
And yet magic is beyond belief?
Well, sure. I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Some would say our powers are also magic, but true magic is a different and older power. Hecate's domain.
And it was of no use here.
We shouldn't rule it out. We haven't tried everything yet.
Did Calliope have any enemies?
Did she?
The way you talk about her, she must have. What? What am I missing?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
Yes, but enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
What about Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
He has one, that's for certain. Though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too... messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is... odd.
Could Athena be the
What
killer?
about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well...
Athena has one goal, and one goal only. To protect the idols. And that included Calliope. She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
Yeah, that makes kind of sense.
For all I know, either one of you could have done it, and you're just playing along.
Apollo is capable of many things, but lying? He was never any good at it.
Whereas we know how capable you are of murder.
Okay, this isn't...
The one and only god I killed deserved it.
Damn.
Right. Sorry I brought it up. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
Damn.
Stop it! Stop fighting!
No, sorry, I'm yawning.
Is this
It's
what
like
the
3.
idols are like?
It's like 3:20.
You just what? Live forever and never get over anything?
Petty bitches.
Super. Becoming a god was such a gift. Wow.
Calliope, I'm listening now. Tell us what and you would do to.
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you.
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you knew her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this! Every action comes with a cost.
And who could she have crossed? Lost to.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to
Of
a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries till
far
it's
too
too late.
You know how far I've been before I
trapped.
snapped.
This is not about you. Enough! This helps no one.
There he is, God of the sun. Apollo, for my sake, take a deep breath. I need your help, not your anger. These old wounds, they have you paralyzed. Calliope, but one more from you.
She wanted so much more.
She is gone.
I'm gonna follow Apollo.
Follow him or stay.
It's weird that there's no blue eye. Like, is there a way to get a third person in that room? Like, I don't know.
Was not my finest moment. Persephone will never let this go.
Yep, no, she won't. It was a bit impressive, though.
You kind of went dark and stormy back there.
Like, deadass, I thought he was about to bust out some power aside prophecy.
I honestly thought I had left that behind me.
Left what? Signs of life? The world won't wither if you raise your voice, Apollo.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I just wish old habits didn't return so easily around her.
Family thing, huh?
That's why I've tried to avoid my fellow idols for so long. I don't like who I am when I'm with them.
I can relate.
I know what you mean. I'll be 14 around my parents forever.
Try living in their house for 1,000 years.
Ooh, no thanks.
At least coming here was useful. You have a better idea of where to start looking, right?
You're still helping me?
I thought you'd decide that getting me into the underworld was enough.
What? Bring you to Persephone and then shrug? Not my problem now?
I wouldn't blame you.
I mean, you could. I wouldn't blame you. It's not your problem.
What you said during our song, it's still true.
Sure, but I forced you to sing it.
You forced me to speak my heart. I'm helping you because I believe I should.
Where do we look next?
Where do we look then?
I need to give it some thought. This won't be easy. If another idol is behind this, they know as well. They had a plan.
So you don't know where to look next?
I need time to sort it out. Just be patient, Grace.
Tell me what to do.
Is there anything I can do in the meantime? Someplace I can look?
Don't you want to relax? You haven't rested since this began.
Relax? Who can relax? I've been sentenced to death, Apollo.
Fair point. Even so, go home, Grace. The next time you see me, I'll have a better notion of what to do.
Fine. but I'm holding you to that.
Oh shit, that's the entirety of Act 1. Oh my god. Oh Jesus Christ. I didn't realize Act 1 ended there because I have not finished Act 1. Okay, wow, we're ending episode 1 here because I know the game's only 3 acts, so I just beat like the first third of the fucking game. Did not realize that. This might only be a 3 episode series. Oh boy, yeah, we are hitting the 2-hour mark. Oh sweet lord. I'll let it play enough just for the symbol to disappear.
Hey.
Main menu. Continue Act 2. Yep. Thank you everyone so much for watching this. Definitely gonna continue it. I love it. I didn't realize that was literally the whole first act. I probably should have realized. I just thought it was gonna be a lot longer. Oh my god. I'm gonna go to bed. It is 3:30. I'm literally gonna watch like maybe 1 or 2 segments of my thing where I think there might be some concern, and if there's no concern, it's going straight up. So I'm gonna see you on the next episode of Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. Bye bye, everyone.